it's amazing that like I have the opportunity to kind of individually go through like the big three SIM platforms that you'll see a lot in, professional environments. And yeah,
Yeah,
that's something like I did not get in any other previous place before. And to
yeah.
people watching, he actually does respond. Like I'm actually surprised at the times he'll be responding. It'll be like pretty late at night, and I'll just leave a message or a comment, and he'll see and shortly reply. So he's very good at that.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to today's video. My name is Steven, and today we are joined by Aaron, who is a member of the MyDFIR SOC community. And in today's video, it's all about him sharing his experience with all of us here. So with that being said, Aaron, if you can please introduce yourself.
Yeah, hi. So I'm Aaron. Right now, I'm kind of in the IT space. My title is IT analyst, but I'm more so like a GRC analyst. So if I want to get very specific, I'm doing stuff like the CMMC framework, which is pretty high in demand right now with a lot of companies trying to get compliant to bid on like government contracts and stuff. But the blue team side was always something that I've always strived for, and like honestly continue to strive for. So one of the things that kind of hooked me up on this course of yours or this community was I had previously enrolled in your SOC Blue Team course, like the
Yeah.
standalone one. And, going through that content, with the Splunk labs, creating your own stuff, I kind of had that familiarity, but at the same time, I recognized like the quality of what you were providing that other places didn't. So when I saw this community pop up, I was like, oh, it was a no-brainer. I knew it was going to be good off the bat, and it's something I love being a part of.
Yeah, for those that are listening in, I do have a course, a standalone course that is for SOC analysts, and it's a lifetime course. However, inside of the community, I did break it down, that particular course, into a 90-day program. So anybody who joins the community can tackle the same content essentially, but in the community itself, it's like a structured 90-day. It's like you tackle your
Yeah.
dailies and then, yeah, you'll eventually finish it. The goal is to obtain the skills to become a great analyst there. Speaking about the course, Aaron, is there anything in particular that you enjoy most?
I mean, first of all, what I love about it is just the amount of content that's available to people. I know I kind of briefly touched upon like how we were creating Splunk labs and the course. In the community, you actually have that same kind of application or that I wouldn't say education, but that's material present. So I know you guys have the 30-day Microsoft Defender Challenge, and then you have the Splunk 101 course, and then you have the Elastic course, which I find that just knowing all three is going to be super helpful in any environment because, I've previously done like different courses where one just solely focuses on Elastic, another
Mhm.
one is solely on Defender, and another one's solely on Splunk. This one, the community has all three. So, right, like you definitely have enough material to cover yourself. So it's amazing that like I have the opportunity to kind of individually go through like the big three SIM platforms that you'll see a lot in professional environments. So that was amazing. I like how everything is kind of broken down into like small bite-size bits. So you're not kind of overwhelmed with all this content. I love that, it has this built-in like pacing in it. So you're not just kind of burning yourself out at the end of the day. You're kind of able to kind of stay consistent and build on those foundational skills that you would previously develop early in the course.
You mentioned something about like burning yourself out, and that was something that I wanted to make sure that the members avoid at all cost, right?
Yeah.
And that's kind of the reason as to why I broke it down into 90 days for this particular program too. Because in each day, I mean, it unlocks every 24 hours, but in each day there is something called a daily accountability prompt that the members can, go through that and just do a nice little reflection and post what they just learned about that day. I'm kind of biased, but I think that's a very great idea. But I want to hear your thoughts on the daily accountability there.
I mean, like I previously alluded to, everyone has busy lives. So this kind of presents itself in a manner that you're not stressing yourself over like needing to complete like an hour or two amount of work, like it varies in how much each accountability task takes, but it's
Mhm.
something that you can easily, achieve each day. You learn something every single day. And then the preceding day, you're kind of building on what you just previously learned the day beforehand. You have like building blocks and you're kind of building your knowledge. each
Hmm.
day in a manner that, you can stay consistent. You're not going to burn yourself out. And, even if you have like a really busy day or a week, like you're still able to kind of at the end of the week maybe catch up on some of the stuff you missed out. So it just cultivates that, consistency that, if you're in this space, you kind of need to have, because there's so much to learn and so much to do that the only way you're going to be able to accomplish some of this stuff is just being overall consistent with it. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's amazing in that manner.
I did want to ask you, like, what kind of trainings did you take previous to this?
Okay, so yeah, I mean, I've kind of been around in terms of that. I've done like the blue team level online labs.
Yeah.
I've also done the cyber range. I've also done cyber defenders. So I've kind of I've kind of been dipping my toe pretty heavily at this point on all blue team specific labs and courses. But like I kind of mentioned earlier, they all seem to like focus on like single platforms or single technologies, where like one was just more specific to like Splunk.
Hmm.
Another was like more on Elastic. Another one would be more on like Azure Sentinel or Microsoft Defender. This one specifically, your community has all three. So when I got to this at the end, I was like, oh wow, like I could have just saved myself so much trouble and time just like going in right now and just learning all three from one single platform or place, rather
Yeah.
than, spending like several $100 just, finding different courses for specific technologies.
That's awesome. I mean, you clearly have done a lot of different trainings, and so you have a lot of different perspectives on, what works for you. You mentioned that you're currently working as a GRC analyst. Is that correct?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
Okay.
the title is like IT analyst, but it's more GRC.
So if let's just say like somebody listening in was currently in the GRC space and they're thinking
Hmm.
about this community, do you think it would be worth their while to check it out, or maybe not?
Oh, well, I mean, 100%, because at the end of the day, you're going like for my role, I have to like abide by specific regulatory requirements. And some of that comes down to like technical controls that we implement in the business. So those technical controls you're going to see are going to be like Microsoft 365, which then you have Microsoft Defender, Azure. Sometimes you'll have different technologies that you might not be aware of, because if you're just solely on the GRC side and you're just focused on, creating policies, procedures, just testing some things, you're not going to have that knowledge base that you might need to kind of round yourself well in terms of like the technical controls that you find yourself doing as like a blue team or a SOC analyst. So to
Right.
me, when like I'm looking at things to see whether or not like we have adequate technical controls implemented, I recognize a lot of the stuff just because the technologies that are in the course or in the community, I should say, those are the exact kind of technologies and stuff that would be implemented to kind of meet like the regulatory requirements that the business would need. So I'm kind of getting exposure on both sides of the coin. It really is enriching in the sense that like it broadens my knowledge base, but it kind of actually gives me more of not expertise level, but like it gives me a deeper understanding of what's going on the GRC side that like you wouldn't necessarily have if I wasn't doing uh these courses or these material.
Yeah, no, that makes total sense there. You get more familiarity with what you're seeing
Hmm.
there. Yeah. So would it be right to assume that your confidence had changed after joining the community there?
Yeah, 100%. Because, like I said, regardless of how many courses I've done in the past, you're not always going to learn everything you need to or need to be
Yeah.
aware of. I mean, I really think the amount of material you offer and provide to the students is like amazing. Just like the quantity and the quality by itself is amazing, because there'll be areas where like I've done courses where I go lightly touch on like email like or phishing analysis, but it won't
Mhm.
go in as deep where I'm actually like with Microsoft Defender like creating like safe link policy, like phishing policies, simulating like a phishing attack. You get kind of a deeper understanding and knowledge of what's going on that I didn't previously have any exposure to. Like the extent of like the technical stuff I was doing with like email analysis was maybe like grabbing like header information and then maybe running an SPF rule. But it wasn't so much actually going into Defender and like
Yeah.
writing the policies themselves out and then testing them. simulation attacks.
Nice. So what Aaron was saying there, in the community, I have a 30-day Microsoft challenge, and it's essentially there to help you build up a SOC inside of Microsoft, just using all of their tech stack. And it's not just the SOC; it's more like IT security in a way, where you're configuring your email policies just to make sure that it's correct. You're onboarding your virtual machines or a certain endpoint into Defender for Endpoint, so you get that visibility, and then you're querying for logs, you're doing simulations, exactly what a analyst would do. You would simulate some of these phishing attacks and stuff like that. You get to see how it's done. I'm very happy that you enjoyed that kind of experience, and it's something that you haven't had before
Yeah,
for doing this. So yeah, I'm,
I
I'm very
mean,
happy about that.
I don't mean to interrupt you, but I can tell you from a fact when I was like interviewing for roles, for
Yeah.
cybersecurity roles, every single interview I had something associated with like some phishing simulation or a phishing question or just overall email security question. So like it's extremely relevant and like important. And every business is going to have something specific to themselves on this area in order to protect themselves that like I found it like really enriching to actually like fully understand what was going on from top to bottom. And yeah,
Yeah.
that's something like I did not get in any other previous place before.
Awesome. Yeah. You mentioned interviews, and
Yeah.
I'm curious to know, one, what was your interview process like? Like, did you, or actually, I should say, what was your job application process like? And I know we're kind of getting away from the
Yeah,
community, but
yeah.
I'm kind of interested in your experience. And for folks that are listening in, they might wonder, like, do you have any kind of tips and tricks that they can do to apply and
Mhm.
eventually land an interview and or a role?
Well, I mean, I actually did a lot of similar stuff that you have already in the your community. I know you have a host section dedicated to job preparation, and I was fortunate enough to already, practice some of those things in terms of applying and interviewing. But when it came down to applying, just being able to tailor, resumes, your CV to like the role that you would be applying. I know that's relevant to what you have. You kind of highlight the projects or labs that you've done, which I did. So some of the SOC stuff in the SOC course that you have, the standalone one, I actually was able to kind of present that or highlight that in my CV. And
Nice.
those kind of things differentiated myself from other people, specifically in like the kind of role that I'm in, right? Because not a lot of
Yeah.
people in GRC have some of that technical blue team centric knowledge. But because I was coming from the opposite direction where like I already had some previous experience and lab work through your SOC course that it just highlighted and rounded out my kind of CV better in the terms of promoting myself, I guess.
Did you have any kind of previous certifications or anything like that?
So yeah, the big one I had was the Security Plus. I know
Got
that
you.
was the big one, and then I had the Blue Team Level One certification, and then I did the ISIC certified in cybersecurity. I have a few more, but those were like the big three that I at least have some like industry recognition. But the Security
Yeah.
Plus was like the big one.
Nice. Was it always GRC?
No, no. I it's just where you know life's path has taken me. So
Yeah. Yeah.
I definitely I'm still drawn to the SOC space, hence why I'm still in it and still doing the projects and labs. It's still something I strive for. Hopefully in the future, I'll be landing a role through because
Yeah.
of your community and your courses.
Yeah. For sure. Like, I'm here to make sure, like, that happens, right? I want to make sure to provide you with everything you need in order to get there. So yeah. If you have any kind of questions, like, please don't hesitate to reach out. Maybe you might see like a job posting that you're
Yeah,
interested in. I'm always happy to help you out, especially in terms of resumes, right? Just to make sure
yeah,
that it aligns to the role, and
yeah,
maybe some of the interview questions that might pop up. So
yeah.
yeah.
And to
Yeah.
people watching, he actually does respond. Like, I'm actually surprised at the times he'll be responding. It'll be like pretty late at night, and I'll just leave a message or a comment, and he'll see and shortly reply. So he's very good at that.
I try. I really do try my best to make sure that the members are well taken care of. I do have one last question for you, Aaron, and that is if someone's on the fence of joining,
Hmm.
what would you tell them?
I would tell them that they're going to save themselves so much time and actually so much money in terms of the amount of material that you offer and the quality. So, like I previously alluded to, like I have like 3, 4 separate courses in terms of like blue team SOC centric stuff. This place just harbors everything that you would need to have that strong foundational base to like walk into any sort of professional enterprise environment. I feel confident that you at least have an idea and like have an idea of what to do when, people ask you to like, can you do some phishing analysis for an email that like one of our clients got reported? That's something that I really wasn't confident beforehand, but like going into your community and actually doing some of the mock or actually your real life phishing emails and analyzing them and getting some feedback from not just yourself, but also from other members in the community. I confidently say that like I have a strong base and knowledge in terms of that, and I would have not had that if I hadn't joined the community. So it's just not the quality and the quantity too, but it's also the members within it where everyone's kind of helping each other out in certain areas. So, if you have questions or anything in terms of like a lab or project you're doing, someone's more than likely going to have done that before you. So they'll have an answer, they'll be able to troubleshoot with you to figure out what's going on. So it's very inclusive on that end. So yeah, sorry for the ramble, but it's just the quantity, quality of the material and the members that just make it really complete. And you can't really find that anywhere else with any of the courses that I've at
I
least
appreciate that.
gone through. Yeah.
Yeah, like you kind of nailed it there. The folks inside of the community, they're all so welcoming and supportive, right? We all try to strive to get better every single day. You really see that through the one daily accountability post, and then two the investigation requests, right? All
Yeah.
of the investigations that they've been doing, writing the reports, giving feedback, and all that good stuff. And you mentioned phishing. Like today, I received another phishing email that was sent directly to me, and I just like, hey, anybody want to like investigate it? Go for it. Here it
Yeah.
is. I've executed the binary that they sent me, and go off and take a look at the telemetry, right?
Yeah.
Create a report and share it on LinkedIn and all that good stuff. So yeah, really demonstrate your capability and all that. Yeah, I'm really happy about the community, the members, you being like able to experience all of this and taking everything in. So again, thank you for not only taking the time to jump onto this interview, but sticking around and helping the other folks as well inside the community. So thank you.
Thanks. More than happy to do so. I love this place.
Well, that is it for the interview. And thanks, Aaron. If you do have any questions, again, please feel free to message me. I mean, I'm always happy to help, and we'll go from there.